ఇంటర్మీడియట్ విద్యారంగంలో అగ్రగామి మన ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్. ఐఐటి, జేఈఈ అయినా, నీట్ అయినా తిరుగులేని విద్యా సంస్థ ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్.
Right. Today we are discussing about halogen compounds, means alkyl halides and aryl halides. Some important bits discussed in this hour. Right. First question is, C2H5OH ethyl alcohol, C2H5OH ethyl alcohol is treated with SOCl2, sulfonyl chloride, SOCl2, in the presence of pyridine. In the presence of pyridine. Here it is given by X plus Y plus Z. Okay, what are X, Y and Z compounds? Okay students, ethyl alcohol plus SOCl2 in the presence of pyridine, it gives X, Y and Z. What are X, Y, Z? Now in this reaction, ethyl alcohol C2H5OH on treatment with thionyl chloride SOCl2, nucleophilic substitution reaction takes place. OH minus nucleophile substituted by Cl minus, so it gives C2H5Cl ethyl chloride, and another one is SO2 sulfur dioxide, SO2. Okay, here OH group is replaced by chlorine. So ethyl chloride C2H5Cl SOCl2 thionyl chloride. Okay, chlorine replaces and SO2 remaining HCl hydrogen chloride. In this reaction, X is ethyl chloride, Y sulfur dioxide, Z is hydrogen chloride HCl. Okay, this is also called as Dargen's method. Dargen's method. Okay, this reaction is called as Dargen's method. Okay, ethyl alcohol on treatment with SOCl2 in the presence of pyridine to produce ethyl chloride, sulfur dioxide, HCl. This method is called as Dargen's method. In this method, ethyl chloride is obtained in pure form. Pure state of ethyl chloride is also obtained in this reaction. Okay, so X is ethyl chloride, Y is sulfur dioxide and Z is HCl. Yes, and one more important bit. Next question is, ethyl chloride when treated with dry silver oxide gives. Ethyl iodide treated with dry silver oxide. Ethyl chloride C2H5Cl ethyl chloride. It is on treatment with dry silver oxide Ag2O. It is dry silver oxide. Ethyl chloride with dry silver oxide. What are the expected products in this reaction? So ethyl chloride, 2 moles of ethyl chloride C2H5Cl in the presence of dry silver oxide, removal of AgCl, 2 moles of silver chloride, and diethyl ether, C2H5O, C2H5 plus 2 moles of AgCl, silver chloride. Okay, its name is diethyl ether formation. Silver oxide with ethyl chloride, dry silver oxide diethyl ether formation. If ethyl chloride C2H5Cl is treated with moist silver oxide, means AgOH, this is nothing but moist. If moist silver oxide is used in this reaction, formation of ethyl alcohol C2H5OH plus AgCl, ethyl chloride, AgCl, silver chloride. These are the main differences between dry silver oxide and moist silver oxide or silver hydroxide. If we are using dry silver oxide, ether formation takes place. If we are using moist silver oxide, ethyl alcohol formation takes place. Right. And one more important bit. C2H5Cl plus KCN, ethyl chloride, C2H5Cl on treatment with KCN, potassium cyanide, it is produced by X upon hydrolysis, H3O plus, here Y plus NH3. In this reaction, what is the molecular formula of Y? Okay. Molecular formula of Y. Ethyl chloride on treatment with KCN to give X. Further hydrolysis reaction, it is produced by Y. So, what is the molecular formula of Y? Ethyl chloride C2H5Cl, ethyl chloride treated with KCN, potassium cyanide, removal of potassium chloride, here ethyl cyanide formation, C2H5Cn. Okay, this is X compound, ethyl cyanide. Now that ethyl cyanide, C2H5Cn cyanide, upon hydrolysis, 2 moles of water upon hydrolysis, here cyanide carbon is converted into acid, C2H5COOH, C2H5COOH plus your breakage of the bond, nitrogen plus 3 hydrogens, ammonia formation, NH3. Okay, now this compound is Y. What is the molecular formula of Y? A molecular formula MF is equal to 2 plus 1, 3 carbons, C3, hydrogens 5 plus 1, 6, H6, 2 oxygens, so O2. This is the molecular formula of Y compound. Okay, X is ethyl chloride plus KCN, nucleophilic substitution reaction takes place to form ethyl cyanide, it is X. Now this ethyl cyanide upon hydrolysis to form propanoic acid plus ammonia, here propanoic acid is the Y molecular formula is C3H6O2. And another one is The correct order of reactivity of the following iodides in SN2 reaction mechanism. Question: towards SN2 reaction mechanism, towards SN2 reaction mechanism, here first one is CH3, CH2, CH2I, and the second compound is CH3 taken thrice Ci, and the third compound is CH3, CH2, CHI, CH3. Okay, these three compounds are given. Among these three compounds, which one is more reactive towards SN2 reaction mechanism? Okay, SN2 reaction mechanism, already you know, SN2 reaction mechanism, towards SN2 reaction mechanism, primary alkyl halides more reactive, then followed by secondary and followed by tertiary. This is the reactivity order towards SN2 reaction mechanism. So now in this case, first compound is primary alkyl halide, second compound is tertiary alkyl halide, third compound is secondary alkyl halide. Therefore, correct order towards SN2 reaction mechanism, correct order, primary first one, so first compound, and followed by third compound is the secondary alkyl halide, so therefore 3, and the second one is tertiary alkyl halide, therefore 2. So this is the reactivity order towards SN2 reaction mechanism. Okay, towards the SN2 reaction mechanism, primary alkyl halide, this is tertiary alkyl halide, it is secondary alkyl halide. Reactivity order towards SN2 reaction mechanism, primary, secondary, tertiary. But in SN1 reaction mechanism, reverse, tertiary, secondary and primary. So therefore, your correct reactivity order towards SN2 reaction mechanism, first compound, then followed by third compound and second compound. Another one, chlorobenzene reacts with magnesium in dry ether to give a compound A, which further reacts with ethanol to yield chlorobenzene structure C6H5Cl, chlorobenzene. It is on treatment with magnesium Mg in the presence of dry ether, to give a compound A. Okay, this A compound on treatment with ethanol, here ethanol, it is reacts with ethanol. What is the product or yield obtained in this reaction? Okay, chlorobenzene on treatment with magnesium metal in the presence of dry ether, it gives A compound. This A compound on treatment with ethanol, here yield, what is the final product obtained in this reaction? Yes, chlorobenzene, it is aryl halide, it is on treatment with magnesium metal to produce Grignard reagent. So a chlorobenzene on treatment with magnesium metal in the presence of dry ether, it is produced by Grignard reagent C6H5 MgCl. Okay, Grignard reagent. Grignard reagent. Aryl magnesium halide or phenyl magnesium chloride. It is also called as phenyl magnesium chloride. Phenyl magnesium chloride. This phenyl magnesium chloride, it is a aromatic Grignard reagent. This aromatic Grignard reagent is A. This A compound on treatment with ethanol. So phenyl magnesium bromide chloride MgCl reacts with ethanol, means ethyl alcohol, C2H5OH, gives rise to Grignard reagent on treatment with active hydrogen containing compounds. Here alkyl group of Grignard reagent is attached to the active hydrogen. So this is C6H5 plus one hydrogen, it becomes C6H6, C6H6 benzene formation. Remaining compound is byproduct MgClROC2H5. Okay, not only ethyl alcohol, here any Grignard reagent which is on treatment with active hydrogen containing compounds like water or alcohol or amines or ammonia or HCl or H2SO4, any active hydrogen containing compound is added to Grignard reagent, the corresponding alkyl group of Grignard reagent is converted into hydrocarbons. So the final product is, here yield obtained in this reaction is benzene, C6H6. Here A is phenyl magnesium chloride, C6H5MgCl. Okay students, this is very important question. Chlorobenzene on treatment with magnesium metal in the presence of dry ether to form Grignard reagent. Grignard reagent further reacts with any active hydrogen containing compound here to form benzene molecule. Yes, next question is, ethyl chloride plus sodium metal. Ethyl chloride plus sodium metal in the presence of dry ether. In the presence of dry ether, it is produced by A. What is A? Yes, alkyl halide with sodium metal in the presence of dry ether, Woods reaction takes place. Okay, it is the named reaction, Woods reaction. It is Woods reaction. So how to identify the product easily? Alkyl halide, 2 carbons containing alkyl halide. Product formed in this reaction by double carbons containing compound. Double carbons containing alkane, hydrocarbon. Here 2 carbons containing alkyl halide, it becomes double carbons containing alkane, that is butane. CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. This is N-butane formation. Okay, already you know the Woods reaction, crossed Woods reaction. So once again repeat the equation. Ethyl chloride on treatment with sodium metal, C2H5Cl in the presence of dry ether, removal of sodium chloride. C2H5, C2H5 means it becomes C4H10. This is butane molecule. Okay, simple identification. Double carbons containing alkane is obtained in the Woods reaction. Reagent is sodium metal and solvent dry ether, C2H5. Right. And one more important question. C2H5Cl plus sodium metal in the presence of dry ether. It gives compound A. A on monochlorination gives how many isomers? A on monochlorination. A on monochlorination gives how many isomers? Gives how many isomers? Ethyl chloride, sodium metal, dry ether, compound A, monochlorination gives how many isomers? So already you know here in Woods reaction A compound is butane, C4H10. Here compound formed in this reaction is C4H10, butane. So here how many isomers are obtained? Options are given like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, first option 1, second option 2, third option 3, fourth option 4. 4 options are given. So compound A is butane, CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3, butane. Okay, here it is primary carbon, primary hydrogen. This carbon is attached to another 2 carbons, so it is secondary carbon, and it is also attached to another 2 carbons, secondary, it is attached to primary. So how many types of hydrogens are present? Only 2 types of hydrogens. If primary hydrogen is replaced by chlorine, we are getting one compound, that is CH3, CH2, here CH2, CH2, Cl. Monochlorination. Here primary hydrogen replaced by chlorine, we are getting one compound. If secondary hydrogen is replaced by the chlorine and one more compound is obtained, that is CH3, CHCl, CH2, CH3, CH2, CH3. Okay, primary hydrogen replaced by chlorine and secondary hydrogen replaced by chlorine. So 2 isomers are obtained in this reaction, but that is wrong. Why? Because here in this compound CH3, CHCl, CH2, CH3, in second isomer, here it is a chiral carbon atom. Due to chiral carbon, its mirror image is also obtained. So therefore here one more compound is CH3, here Cl, H and CH2, CH3. So therefore total 1, 2 and 3 isomers are obtained. Therefore answer is 3 but not 2. Why? Because primary hydrogen replaced by chlorine, 1 isomer, secondary hydrogen replaced by chlorine, second isomer obtained, but by the replacement of secondary hydrogen we are getting the chiral carbon. Therefore its non-superimposable mirror image is also obtained. So total monochlorination products are 1, 2, 3. So therefore answer is 3. This is very important question on monochlorination of butane. So 3 isomers are obtained but not 2 isomers. Yes. And another one, C2H4 HCl. C2H4 plus HCl in the presence of AlCl3. It is given by compound A. Here A on treatment with ethanolic KCN, and also it is treated with ethanolic AgCN, silver cyanide. Now the compounds are obtained in this reaction is B and C, B compound and C compound. What is the covalency of carbon in the functional group of B and C? Okay, what is the covalency of carbon? What is the covalency of carbon in B and C, B and C functional groups, B and C functional groups. Okay, this is the question. Once again, C2H4 plus HCl reacts with AlCl3, A compound, A KCN, B formation, A AgCN, C formation. What is the covalency of carbon in B and C functional groups? Functional group carbon atom especially. So now the A compound is CH2 double bond CH2 ethene plus hydrogen chloride in the presence of AlCl3. It gives ethyl chloride CH3 CH2 Cl, ethyl chloride. It is A compound. Now this ethyl chloride CH3 CH2 Cl, ethyl chloride on treatment with KCN and AgCN. Ethyl chloride reacts with potassium cyanide, formation of cyanide CH3 CH2 C triple bond N, cyanide formation. If AgCN is added to alkyl halide, it becomes isocyanide formation. So CH3 CH2 here N triple bond C. Okay, now this compound is B and it is C compound. What is the covalency of carbon in these functional groups? Okay, in B functional group is cyanide, in C functional group is isocyanide. What about the covalency? Your covalency is nothing but total number of bonds around the carbon. Total number of bonds around the carbon here 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons. So covalency of this carbon is 4. What is the covalency of this carbon? Around this carbon only 1, 2, 3. Therefore here 3. So answer is covalency of carbon in both the cases 4 and 3. In cyanide functional group, carbon covalency 4. In isocyanide functional group, carbon covalency 3. So therefore answer is 4 and 3. Okay. So ethene plus HCl, ethyl chloride formation. Ethyl chloride plus KCN, ethyl cyanide formation. Ethyl chloride plus AgCN, ethyl isocyanide formation. In cyanide, covalency of carbon is 4. In isocyanide, covalency of carbon is 3. Right, and another one is ethyl chloride treatment with ammonia C2H6 H5Cl reacts with ammonia NH3. What is the obtained in this reaction? A. Here A is the final product. Ethyl chloride is taken by excess ethyl chloride. Okay, excess ethyl chloride is taken, which is reacts with ammonia to form the compound A, final product. What is the final product obtained in this reaction? Okay, now final product obtained in this reaction is ethyl chloride on treatment with ammonia. This is ammonia molecule, a removal of hydrogen and chloride to form ethylamine C2H5NH2 ethylamine. It is primary amine, and primary amine further treated with ethyl chloride. Here one more hydrogen is also replaces, it gives C2H5, here NH C2H5. This is secondary amine, and the secondary amine reacts with ethyl chloride. Here hydrogen and chlorine removal, it gives tertiary amine C2H5. This is tertiary amine, it is secondary amine. And excess of ethyl chloride is added, C2H5Cl is added. Here due to the presence of lone pair of electrons, it gives C2H5N C2H5, here C2H5, loss of electrons plus and remaining Cl minus. So your final product obtained in this reaction is quaternary salt. It is called as quaternary salt formation. So in this reaction, final product is C2H5N C2H5, here C2H5 and C2H5 plus Cl minus. This is called as quaternary salt. Okay, quaternary salt formation. If ethyl chloride is taken as excess quantity, final product is quaternary salt. If ammonia is taken as excess quantity, just only up to primary amine formation takes place. Okay, you must remember the students, if ethyl chloride is taken as excess, final product is quaternary salt. If ammonia is taken as excess quantity, this reaction is up to primary amine. It is carried out up to primary amine only. So therefore, most important one, ethyl chloride is taken as excess quantity, final product is quaternary salt. In this quaternary salt, nitrogen covalency is 4. Nitrogen covalency 4. If you take ammonia is excess, this reaction is carried out up to primary amine only. So primary amine formation takes place. The overall reaction is called as Hoffmann's ammonolysis reaction. Okay, this reaction is also called as Hoffmann's ammonolysis. Hoffmann's ammonolysis reaction. Okay, this reaction is also called as Hoffmann's ammonolysis reaction. Okay, you must remember, excess ethyl chloride is taken, final product is quaternary salt. If you take ammonia is excess quantity, up to primary amine only. Which one of the following reaction is Schwarz reaction? What is Schwarz reaction? Schwarz reaction. What is Schwarz reaction? Alkyl halides with metallic fluorides. Okay, alkyl chloride C2H5Cl on treatment with metallic fluorides to produce C2H5F. Preparation of fluorine, halogen exchange method. Okay, AgF, silver fluoride, chlorine and fluorine exchange. Okay, halogen exchange reaction, halogen exchange reaction. This is Schwarz reaction. Especially it is used in the preparation of alkyl fluorides. Alkyl fluorides preparation, Schwarz reaction. Alkyl halides preparation, Finkelstein reaction. Okay, this is Schwarz reaction. In SN1 reaction, the racemization takes place. It is due to, okay, in SN1 reaction, both retention and inversion products are carried out. Therefore, here option 1 is given by inversion of configuration, second option retention of configuration, third option conversion of configuration. So, in SN1 reaction, both are obtained. One is retention product and another one is inversion product. Okay, benzene diazonium chloride on treatment with cuprous chloride. And one more important question. Benzene diazonium chloride C6H5En2 plus Cl minus. It is on treatment with cuprous chloride by HCl. Now C6H5Cl plus N2. It is produced by C6H5Cl plus N2. Now this is called as Itard reaction, Sandmeyer reaction, Wurtz-Fittig reaction, Perkins reaction. Benzene diazonium chloride to chlorobenzene in the presence of cuprous salt, cuprous chloride, this reaction is called as Sandmeyer reaction. Okay, it is called as Sandmeyer reaction. If this benzene diazonium chloride is treated with HCl in the presence of copper powder, here also the product obtained is chlorobenzene and N2. This reaction is called as Gutterman reaction. Same benzene diazonium chloride on treatment with hydrogen fluoboric acid and heating, it is produced by fluorobenzene. Okay, this reaction is called as Schiemann reaction. Okay, three named reactions: Sandmeyer reaction, Gutterman reaction, Schiemann reaction. Cuprous chloride is used in the reaction, that is Sandmeyer reaction. Only HCl by copper powder is used, Gutterman reaction. HbF4 is used in the reaction, Schiemann reaction. It helps to prepare fluorobenzene. Okay, so preparation of aryl halides, chlorobenzene preparation, fluorobenzene preparation by using Sandmeyer, Gutterman and Schiemann. When compared to Sandmeyer and Gutterman, most efficient reaction is Sandmeyer reaction. In this, maximum yield is obtained when compared to the Gutterman's reaction. So Sandmeyer is the better reaction when compared to Gutterman. Okay. Which one of the following is chloropicrin? Chloropicrin. Okay, you know the students, chloropicrin. Which one of the following is chloropicrin? Chloropicrin, it is obtained from chloroform. Chloroform on treatment with nitric acid, HNO3. It gives CCl3NO2 plus formation of water. This compound is called as chloropicrin. It is also used as a tear gas. CCl3NO2, chloropicrin. Yes, and one more important question, very important question. C2H5OH